What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. It was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. But the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use. And I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on, go to anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay?
What's going on, Nanu? If you know what that means. I had a good weekend, but I've had some mouth problems. My fault, of course, but some of it's just uncontrollable right now until I have enough finances to actually be able to do something like that. But that's okay. I've found many different ways of helping antiseptic wise, so it still hurts, but it's pretty tolerable. So that was great. Also, knowing the Lakers are playing tomorrow, which is going to be great, it kind of sucks to know that they're playing at 12:30. So that just means I have to go to bed pretty much within the hour I get home, instead of 2 or 3 hours. And then wake up and then watch the game and then go back to bed. Hopefully it's a blowout, and then I'll just go to bed early. And, please, whatever you do, Lakers, whatever you do, please, just win it by at least, the early third quarter. That way I can go to bed, and then when I wake up, my son will tell me all the great news, all the cool moves and all the cool shots, defensive stops, all that stuff. But yeah, that's hoping for the best. What's probably going to happen is it's going to be a close game, or the Lakers are going to be behind again by at least 15 to 20 points, and then come back. And then at least by the fourth quarter, they'll make it interesting, and hopefully LeBron James doesn't have more than 25, 30 minutes on his legs, or on his ankles, because we don't want him breaking his own ankles before, the actual playoffs start, because this is the beginning. And if anyone knows LeBron James, he hasn't lost the first round. He hasn't. Not that I know of. And if he has, let me know. But he hasn't lost the first round. And so it's safe to say anyone that gets the Lakers with LeBron, they're going to lose. they're just going to lose. I mean, the Suns will probably get 1 or 2 games on them. I mean, it's not like it's inconceivable, but there's too many different types of matchups now since we've got 2 bigs, pretty much 2.5 bigs, because Montrezl Harrell's a kind of a smaller dude. But, needless to say, those smaller dudes can provide a lot of good rebounds and defense and spark and energy, just as well as the main 2. So it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I think it's going to suck. I'm going to be super tired tomorrow. Motivation. That's what it's going to do. It's going to motivate me to want to go to bed as fast as I possibly can after I watch the game and then get enough sleep. Because I don't know how long the game's going to last. I think if it starts at 12:30, it's going to be, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So, even 2 hours is still a long time. And cutting into my sleep, since I'll be getting up at 6, 7, something like that. Try to get up as early as possible, to be with the kids and everything. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes our schedules kind of don't match up to where they need to be. And then, it just happens. Those days we were just not matching up. And I'm okay with it. I think I know it's going to happen. I've prepared myself for it as much as I can ever since my kids were little. Every day was like I would leave and my first thought and everything else would be about the kids, always. And not that I wasn't worried about my wife or anything like that, but it's just, I normally worked overnights or graveyards or late at nights. The kids were always sleeping. And, that's just how my life has been. I think it's been a great thing working overnights, because when my wife could work, she worked days. And I did get less sleep, a lot less sleep than I do now. And that probably create a lot of the medical problems and issues that I have experienced and have had in my life because of that. But, that's in the past. I have adapted and changed because my kids' needs have changed, and it's a great thing to transition back into independence for myself, because a lot of things always, and anyone could tell you this if they're a parent, once your kids get older, you have your own freedom, you have your own time, because your kids want their own time. Not always, maybe not ever, maybe all the time, I don't know, but it's just inevitable that kids, when they get older, they want their own stuff, so they have their own independence, which gives you back yours. And that can always be an eye-opener. It could always let you know, hey, there's more to life. There's more things to learn. There's more things that you can do, since you have that freedom to do it. And time is sometimes of the essence, but not really, because as long as you have tried to take care of yourself and hopefully you live for a long time, you won't have to worry about how long it's going to take for you to achieve the things that you want to in life, big or small. The biggest things, of course, may take forever, may never come. I mean, you never know. I mean, even the smallest things may never come, but the essence is you have that time now, and you have that freedom to pursue alternate lifestyles or alternate realities for yourself, because you probably would have never guessed that you'd do something so drastic or so different than you normally would have growing up like this. For me, doing something like this, I could have done it, I might have done it, I don't know, but I didn't. And And then when I started doing it, making videos of random just talks or whatever it is, and I know it's a thing, whatever, but just me doing it in general just wasn't a thing. I just didn't do it. And then when I started doing it, it's just become second nature for me to do it, even if I don't talk about nothing. And pursuing that in itself, hopefully, maybe creates an avenue for myself. But if not, it's still a ventilation. It's still a catalog. It's still a journal. It's still remembrance. It's still a lot of things that you'll never realize or understand until you just take a look at all those perspectives for when I'm not here anymore. But like say, I've been watching a lot of it, but like say if Nikola Tesla was able to put all of his life's work, all his thoughts and everything else that he had on video and audio, and was able to do that. If he was able to do that, there'd be a so much different world than there would have been right now, because of his inventions. That might have been, the turning point of a lot of things, but he didn't, and he, chose not to. But for me, I don't have that inventive side to me. I mean, I could if I had materials and just, I don't know, thought of things, I guess, but it would just be recreations of other things and not an actual invention. But, that doesn't mean I won't be able to do something like he could, because I'm creating stuff, putting stuff out in the atmosphere. It's almost time for me to go. But thank you for joining me. Come back again. I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend.